News coming out from Doha after the Brazilian game against Cameroon has found or left the Arsenal centre forward Gabriel Jesus injured, and he felt injury in his right knee and he's going to undergo a medical test. Gabriel Martinelli had a very good game today. He played very well, 90 minutes. Almost no one could really go on and really thirst for a player who goes by the names of Vinicius Jr. because Martinelli did the job and understood the assignment very well. I'm going to bring you the match stats, game by numbers for Gabriel Martinelli and what he has said after the game of football where Brazil was beaten by Cameroon by 1-2. The other Arsenal player that really had success to go through to the round of 16 is the captain of Switzerland, the vice captain of Arsenal, who deputizes Odegaard at the Emirates. He goes by the names of Granit Xhaka. He is through to the round of 16 after beating Serbia by 3-2. And obviously, his games by numbers are going to be thrown over to you, and you are going to be here to be late known of what is really going through in that camp. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment and share. And I would like to go out and really send some shout outs to a person known as Lego Media who told me that the button of the YouTube is black, not red anymore. So it turned to black, and all along I've been saying red, yet it's black. But obviously I'm sorry, but thank you very much for Lego Media for coming out and really letting me know about how that button really looks like. It's really great to have you onto this channel and continue watching it. I think it's Roger Malobos, so I think he owns that channel. So guys, let's get into this and let you know what is happening in there for you. It's not good in the eyes of Arsenal fans all over the world because their main man, who has been here to see them conquer the Premier League, being on top ahead of Man City, 14 games played, 5 points ahead of City, got an injury and he never played the entire game of Brazil versus a team which goes by the names of of Cameroon. And this is known as Rice Simplicio. He is really a correspondent of Goal Brazil has come out and told us that reports Gabriel Jesus felt pain in his right knee following the Brazil game tonight and will undergo medical tests on Sunday, that is today. Guys, I've always told Arsenal fans, the only thing that they would pray for not to face at their team is that man getting an injury. I'm repeating myself again. We've seen Partey out of the game of football, Arsenal have won. We've seen Odegaard out of the game of football, Arsenal have won. We've seen Xhaka out of the game of football, Arsenal have won. We've seen Bukayo Saka out of the game of Arsenal, Arsenal has won. We've seen Gabriel Martinelli out of the game of Arsenal, Arsenal have won. We've seen Zinchenko out of the game of football of Arsenal, and Arsenal have gone ahead to win. And we've seen even Ramsdale out of the game of football, and Arsenal have gone ahead to go on and win. So let me let you know this. The most important player at Arsenal is Gabriel Jesus. Now, a knee injury is really delicate. It's really delicate, and it can become a recurring injury from now and onwards. This player is not an injury-prone player, but you have to get to know what type of knee injury has he gotten, because it is really alarming at the Arsenal side. This player is needed at Arsenal, and this complicates Arsenal's transfer season. They had no plans to go out and bring in a centre forward, meaning that if Gabriel Jesus happened to get any injury and it sees him out for like 2 months, Arsenal will have to go on and buy a centre forward to come out and play a role in their team in January. So that is bad news, because this distracts the transfer plan of Arsenal. In the plan of Arsenal, they never had anything implicated like or indicated like signing a centre forward. They wanted to bring in Modric, they wanted to bring in Tielemans, and maybe a Mohamed Kudus. Those are the 3 signings, and Danilo maybe. Those are 4 signings Arsenal are really looking at, and I believe that it is going to change. This alters everything, and Mikel Arteta and Edu are down there scratching their heads, because this is something unusual. This player rarely gets injuries, that's it. But he has not been playing lots of games of football at the World Cup, because in the previous 2 games he played like 20 minutes per game This time around, he started the game of football, and obviously he got a knee injury in the game of Brazil. So it's really alarming. It's alarming. It's alarming, and the injury is uncalled for, according to me. And it leaves Gabriel Jesus in a very bad spell of his career at the Brazilian national team. 16 games played now, he has not scored a goal for Brazil. And this was the kind of game that he might have crafted out something, because I know he's good at improvisation. And if at all he played some good minutes on the field of play, because Pedro was brought on to lead the line later, he would have really crafted out something, and you never know, he would have gotten himself a goal. That is a player who goes by the names of Gabriel Jesus. So it leaves him out in a lot of doubtness in him and the manager, that is Tite, because this is the game he had to prove to the manager, please, I can come on and really change this game of football and put Brazil to bed. Hence, creating competition between him and Richarlison. This game was meant to go on and really give Gabriel Jesus a run for his position against Richarlison, but he got an injury. And it's so much bad for Brazil, because when you have an injury of Neymar, you wouldn't like to get an injury of a player who goes by the names of Gabriel Jesus, because he adds a lot to your team, especially if at all Richarlison has failed to go on and counter or really put those balls at the back of the net. Then Gabriel Jesus is the ideal option to come in through, because every defender in the world will fear the name. The fear factor is there, and you know how good he is as a team player. Presses from the front and obviously gives in results that no other player really does. So for Arsenal, it's really a very bad story for you, but let's wait for the medical tests today and see what the medics or the physios of Brazil are going to tell us. If at all he's out of the World Cup totally, we'll be knowing. But remember, today is the 3rd of December, and Arsenal is left with how many days to play against West Ham? 24 days are left for 23 days are left for Arsenal to play against a team which goes by the names of West Ham at Emirates. And if at all Jesus cannot get healed in those days, that means Arsenal will go ahead and really miss him. They have no reason. They have no the other way to go in and improvise and bring another striker, meaning that Edin Ketia will lead the line. So as the World Cup goes further, Arsenal are really mourning of a player who goes by the names of Gabriel Jesus. The other positive out of the World Cup, Thomas Partey's Ghana was knocked out, and Thomas Partey got out injury-free. He played all the 3 games for Ghana, 90 minutes, and obviously he got no injury. I think that's a positive to Arsenal, and I believe most Arsenal fans are happy about Thomas Partey, and I believe by Sunday he would have joined the Arsenal squad in Dubai, where they are going to camp to go on and play some 2 games there on the 17th of December. They will be at Emirates playing Juventus in the last friendly as they prepare to go on and take on a team which goes by names of West Ham at Emirates. So that's another positive for Arsenal. But Tomiyasu is also another player at the World Cup having injuries. So it looks like Arsenal is so much affected with injuries for their players. But Bukayo Saka is injury-free. Ben White returned home. We don't know the reason as why he returned home. And Aaron Ramsdale is also an injury-free player, and we expect him to go all out and do the needful for a team which goes by the names of England and return to the needful for Arsenal. But for Gabriel Jesus, he felt pain in his knee and walked off the field of play, and Pedro came in for him. And obviously, that's the news coming down from a side which goes by the names of Brazil, that affects Arsenal negatively. So today, Gabriel Martinelli played 90 minutes against a team which goes by the names of Cameroon, but they lost to Cameroon by 1-0. Vincent Abubakar scoring that goal in the 90th plus 2nd minute. Obviously, Brazil never really had to pull any goal back, because they did all what they had to do, but the goalkeeper of Brazil was really so much good at the defense, couldn't allow them put that ball to cross their goal line. So Brazil suffered their first defeat in the World Cup. But remember, 9 players were really benched by Brazil. But Martinelli came in for Vinicius Jr. and really had a very brilliant game. In his own words, this is what Martinelli had to say. He said, "I think I played a good game. not only me, but the whole team. Thank everyone who is supporting us. Now it's move forward and focus on the next game. That's what Gabriel Martinelli had to say. And for him, he's not injured. He is a player that is still not injured for him, which goes by the names of Brazil, and that is good news for Arsenal. And this guy really put up a very good game by numbers, and allow me throw you his game by numbers. 90 minutes played, 52 touches, 19 out of 24 successful passes, 2 chances created, 4 shots, 2 big chances missed, 3 out of 5 successful dribbles. That is for a team which goes by the names of Brazil against Cameroon, and obviously the other was 1 dribbled pass, 3 passes into the final third, 3 recoveries, 5 out of 11 ground duels won. And this guy really put in a very good performance today, and I believe he's the only player that came in through that never started for Brazil against Serbia that put up a performance that could make a manager think twice. Though it's hard to drop Vinicius Jr., but Martinelli has put himself in contention to go out and really put in a very good performance for Brazil against Cameroon, and maybe against South Korea he might get some minutes through. The other player that put up some performance today, I think, was Anthony. Yeah, Anthony, and him coming in from injury, really committed himself a lot, forward a lot, but obviously had to strive through and really come into the levels of what the game of football is supposed to be. The other one is Pedro. That Pedro guy is really impressive and has impressed me. I believe if there is any team down there should go in for him. I believe he has gone ahead to dilute all accusations put out that Tite did wrong to drop a man who goes by Firmino and brought in this Pedro guy. This guy is really good. He's really good. I liked his first touch, the way he runs into space. You see, he is a center forward, but the way he really plays his center forward is the modern way. He dives deep, goes wide, into the left and right half spaces, into the left and right wide areas. This guy is really special, and I believe that he's here to stay, and he's doing a very good job for a team which goes by the names of Brazil. And I believe there is one player in future, and you never know, even Brazil, the Brazilian now at Arsenal as the sporting director, Edu might put an eye on him and obviously say this player is really great. Now, again, Martinelli concluded and said, I don't think we need to change anything. Keep doing what we've been doing. Only in the next games, we'll put the ball in the net. Obviously, Brazil had close to 21 shots and 7 on target. That means that they are not clinical enough. They needed another bit of brilliancy and maybe an extra bit or an extra second of patience to not go for goal and then put out an extra pass to see to it that they really create a more conducive environment for the center forward to put that ball in the back of the net, and maybe to make all wrong foot, all jink the defenders of Cameroon. But I believe if the entire Brazilian team was here, I believe Cameroon would have suffered a loss, because the likes of Casemiro in that midfield, the way you see them connect with the rest of the players, it's really immense. Vinicius Jr. himself, he's really flamboyant. He's space. He's a blistering player. He's a pacey player. Skill set, sits down players, and he is unpredictable. He can sit down anyone. That is a player who goes by the names of Vinicius Jr. So let's wait and see. Cameroon is out, but Brazil is going to play a team which goes by South Korea on Monday, and obviously Serbia, that is it's not Serbia, it's Switzerland that has beaten Serbia today, is going to go out and play a team which goes by names of Portugal, and you never know what is going to happen, because this Serbia side Switzerland is a team that shocked France in the Euros, and you never know, another shock might come in through. And you saw how a team which goes by the names of Brazil needed the brilliance of Casemiro, Rodrigo, and Vinicius Jr. to break them apart in the 83rd minute. Brazil had a line of the possession, but they hadn't broken down a team of Switzerland. So let's wait and see what is going to happen today. And obviously, as these round of 16 games kickstart off until when? Round of 16 is going to be played until Yeah, until Tuesday, because today Netherlands is taking on USA, Argentina is playing Australia. So the winner are going to catch themselves. I believe it's going to be Netherlands and Argentina. France, Poland playing tomorrow, that is Sunday. England, Senegal, the winners will face one another, that is France and England. Then Japan, Croatia, Brazil, South Korea. I believe Brazil and Croatia might come in through, but Japan can continue to shock another team in here for you. Then the last game of 16 is going to be between Morocco versus Spain, and then Portugal versus Switzerland. That's how everything is going to go on and happen in the World Cup. And obviously, let's let you know what is really going to happen. Now, let me show you Granit Xhaka was really pivotal in this game of football where Switzerland beat Serbia by 3 goals to 2. Remember, at a point, the game was 2-1 in favor of Serbia, and obviously, Switzerland pulled 2 back to find themselves into the lead to go in the round of 16. Now, Xhaka had a very good game. He played 90 minutes, 69 touches, 52 out of 55 accurate passes, 1 chances created, 3 shots, 7 lashes into the final third, all passes, 1 out of 1 tackles won, 2 interceptions, 8 recoveries, 4 out of 9 ground duels won, 3 out of 4 aerial duels won. That is for a team which goes by the names of Switzerland, and obviously the captain did his job, and so his team go through to the round of 16. So guys, thank you very much for watching in. I sign out for now. Last video of the day. Tell me what you think about Jesus' injury, bro. In there for he has sustained an injury. Then Martinelli shines, and obviously Xhaka has also gone ahead to show us that he's one of those players that Switzerland can use as a force to reckon with, as they are going to face another team known as Portugal in the round of 16. I sign out for now. See you later. I cover you all in the blood of Jesus Christ, and may Almighty Lord bless you abundantly. I'm out for now. See you later, my mates.